IVM.
Hello and welcome to Smile India. I'm Shifa, and on this podcast, I get you uplifting news on people and places doing sterling work pan-India. Let's begin with the Naktarana area of the Kutch district, where a farmer is growing delicious mangoes and red apples. Fruits like apples never grow in these parts, but a farmer, Shanti Bhai Mawani, decided to try. For 5 years, he's been trying to grow Himachal apples via the rootstock method. Normally, they grow in cool climates, so every year to protect the plants from the extreme heat in summers, he tried different things, like throwing nets over them or putting up a cover of coconut leaves during the peak summer months. His efforts are literally bearing fruit, as people are thrilled to see big, juicy apples. It's a lone farmer at work here, but seeing his profits, others are already at his doorstep to learn. Clearly, a man with a mission is unstoppable. Gangadhar Krishnan and Ramya Bharadwaj could qualify as the coolest parents in the country. Long before anyone knew of online classes and homeschooling, this couple decided that their twin girls, Amulya and Ananya, would not spend their childhood bent over books in classrooms. The parents are clearly adventurous and took the girls for a picnic when they were 2 months old. Then they decided to road school their mopeds and took them on a road trip from Hyderabad to Arunachal Pradesh for 3 months last year. The idea was to teach the 9-year-olds practical life skills as opposed to just maths and science. The parents also gave up their regular jobs, and Gangadhar can run his travel company wherever he is. Ramya is a yoga instructor, so she's not office-bound either. Over 15 states, the kids learned life skills, geography, languages, cuisines, and even understood the water cycle in Cherrapunji. Now, these are lessons that will stay with them for life. This couple is not super rich, and this 13,000-kilometer journey was done in their nano. They showered under waterfalls and ate at villagers' homes. Quite an inspiration, this family. In Tamil Nadu's Perambalur district, a government teacher, K. Bhairavi, realized that 16 of her students were not in the online classes because they did not have smartphones. She loved her students too much, so she pulled out 1 lakh that she had saved and got them phones. Her savings meant a lot given her own circumstances, but the students missing a year due to lack of funds was a thought that made her shudder. She set up a blackboard at home and teaches maths to class 10 students, preparing them for the board exams that they will take next year. I'm sure the universe is calculating her good deeds and will repay her many-fold. A lot of us during the lockdown were torn between wanting to help the less fortunate and wanting to spend on keeping ourselves entertained or learning something new. This need gap was bridged wonderfully when a Bangalore-based influencer management agency, Mammoth Communications, joined hands with Poker High, an online poker portal. The team identified a charity each in Bangalore and Chennai that needed funds to continue their work. In Bangalore, they tied up with Coupa, Compassion Unlimited Plus Action, that works with stray animals. In Chennai, Pudhiya Udayam was chosen, who were helping the needy with rations and other essentials. Via an influencer campaign, Poker for a Cause was promoted. Next, they asked regular poker players in Chennai and Bangalore to log on to Poker High from the safety of their homes and play. Part of the site's revenues during the campaign went to the cause and was additionally matched by similar contribution by the site for the winning and second place team. The players loved it, and soon Team Kerala was in too. In 3 months, they were able to collect over 12 lakhs, and with that money, families could survive the lockdown, and the dogs were back to wagging their tails. What's great is that they plan to take this pan-India and to continue even once the pandemic is gone. Who says you can't have fun while doing charity? If you like this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on IVM Network. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. You can also follow us on our social media. We are at IVM Podcasts on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to reach out to me, it's at Shifa Maitra on Instagram and Twitter. I will see you soon with a new episode of Smile India.
I hope you enjoyed that show. If you aren't following us on social media, please do. We're IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And speaking of Instagram, Niharika Pandey joined Cyrus this week on Cyrus Says. Niharika is the strategic partner manager for Instagram India. Great conversation about the plans for Instagram in India. Karanjit Kaur joined the guys at Uncle Please Sit, another really interesting conversation about the patriarchy. On Advertising is Dead, old friend Suchita Salwan showed up. Suchita is the founder of LBB. Great conversation she had with Varun. Definitely do check that out as well. Tanvi Lad, who is a nationally ranked badminton player, was on the Habit Code with Ashton Doctor. Great conversation. I would highly recommend that. The Football Shitwall guys are back. They've been back for a few weeks, but definitely do check out their latest episode. Great conversation they had. On Aditi Surana's Absolutely Right, Manju Sara Rajan was the guest, and again, a great conversation was to be had over there. As always, great conversations all across the board. Check out some of the other stuff like Smile India and Know Your Kanun and All Things Policy. All of them had fresh episodes this week, but with that, I hope to see you again next week.
Namaskar, dear Bandhu. My name is Ashish Vidyarthi. These are truly challenging times, and in these times, we need hope. Do take time to listen to my podcast, Begin the Journey. Available on IVM Podcasts, website, app, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, there is hope because there's one life and we are alive.